All right, we are moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 7. I think that's where we're at. Is that where we're at? Yeah, episode 7 of The Clinic in Your Ears. My name is Mike with Soundstage EDU. I'm your host of this Clinic in Your Ears. In case you missed it in the first few, maybe it was the first episode where I explained the years I'm bringing to this short clinic. But I want to stop at that. And I really want to express to you that what I did in the past does not matter. It has no bearing on this. This is a discussion I've seen come up a lot in some of the percussion instructor groups. And the question that was posed was, what's something you wish you knew when you started that you know now? And that was this. Chops do not equal excellence. Chops do not mean you can teach. Now, I did have chops. I played very well. But here's the thing. For a lot of you instructors that are listening, just because you could perform well at one point in your life does not necessarily mean you can teach. And that's why I decided to do this clinic, this more audible pedagogy for you guys. The things I've taught for lines for 20, 30 years. Things that are proven, tested. Things that work well. So today, we're going to talk about the battery percussion ensemble as a whole. Now let's be crystal clear about that. There are no side characters in a drumline. Snares, tenors, bass, cymbals, every single section matters. If you think that one is less important, then you're already dirty. You need to respect every role or the whole line falls apart. Now, as a tenor drummer, we used to make fun of the snares and told the snares that we played their whole book, but we played it on 6 different drums. Snares would talk about how they would hold a traditional grip, and we wouldn't know how to even deal with that. Bass drummers would brag about how they could split notes. Here's the deal, guys. We all have different skills. We have different visual flair. Cymbals, I didn't forget about you. You guys actually shape the ensemble. You're the texture. Every role in the battery is important, and we need to understand and respect that. So, what does each one do? Snares, they equal clarity. The snare line is the voice that people hear first. Their job isn't just chops. It's vertical precision. The snares are also the most articulate section in the group. Their vertical precision is what's going to line everything up. If the snares are late, the whole line drags. If you've ever seen me standing in front of a line, you'll see me harping on the snares more than everyone else about maintaining pulse, about being responsible for that pulse. Me telling them that the ensemble as a whole, not just the drumline, the entire band, lives and dies on whether or not the snares are in time. Tenors, you add texture. They add flavor, sweeps, movement. You are visual as well, just because of the way you move around your drums. Without consistent zones and match sweeps, they muddy up the entire ensemble. There's more resonance in your drums. There's more hang time in the sound of the heads on your drum. If you're not lined up precisely, that lingers longer than it should, and it makes the whole thing muddy. The tenors are not flashy filler. They're the glue between those voices. So keep that in mind. Bass drums, you guys are the pulse. The bass line is the heartbeat. You've heard me refer to that many times in the past. Splits must be exact, or the groove collapses. Because you have that deep-seated rhythm, that deep tone, you guys automatically fit the groove category. You become the soul of the battery. And on the bass line as a whole, the mid voices lock the pulse, the other voices expand it. Cymbals, you're not extra. You are shape. You frame the ensemble sound. Unified crashes, chokes, visuals. That all equals impact. Sloppy cymbals cheapen the line. Clean cymbals elevate it. People that treat their cymbals as extra will automatically build a sloppy line because no one pays any attention to the cymbals. They feel like they're stepchildren. And I don't mean to say that like a derogatory thing, but I think you get what I'm saying. They become second fiddle. And even that can be derogatory. My goodness. You know what I mean. Cymbals, you are important. Period. Instructors, cymbals are important. Period. Treat them as such. Align them. Put them in time. Have you ever seen the Santa Clara Vanguard back when they used to match 6, 7 plates on the field? Not only were they visually stunning, they were disciplined like no other section on the field. They could do things that no other group could do. I mean, they brought elevation to cymbals. They're important. So I've got a role responsibility guide coming. I know I'm a little bit behind on these things. So I've been busy, guys. But it's going to break down each section's job with specific checkpoints to measure if your line is actually doing it. You'll find that on the Buy Me a Coffee page. That's where you'll find the teaser. The extended version, that will come shortly after. You can get that for $10, or you can support us monthly, and you can have access to all of the expanded versions. But the full guide, the full message, as I say with every episode, that happens when I'm in the room, watching each section lock their role in real time. So here's today's takeaway. No weak links. No throwaway parts. Every one of you on the drumline, every section matters. Every role matters. And every player carries the line. It's not just one superstar in the group. It is all of you. So share this with your section. Make sure everyone hears it. Follow this podcast so you don't miss tomorrow's drop. Start following now. We have more than just this clinic on here. We have a lot of things that are going to be good for you, good for your parents, good for you directors, good for the instructors that are listening. And then support me on Buy Me a Coffee if you want the role responsibility guide, expanded version, and all of the other expanded versions. And if you want the full clinic, where I break down every section and rebuild the line from the ground up, then book me. You live far from me? Cool. We'll work on logistics. We can figure this all out. We got plenty of time before WGI and Winter Drumline kicks in. Don't make taking care of your kids with an intensive clinic at the last minute. Let's book it now. Because respect for every role on this drumline is the only way to build a truly clean drumline, and that's what I do. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, be sure to practice.